It's the new year, and chances are you've probably set yourself a New Year's resolution or two. And I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. This time of year can also be extremely overwhelming. I know it is so easy to almost put way too much pressure on yourself. I mean, you're probably being bombarded on social media with New Year, new me content, how to be the best version of yourself in 2024, healthy habits you gotta be doing in 2024, how to reinvent yourself in 2024, and it's a lot. But the biggest tip I have when it comes to starting the new year in a way that you wish to go on, have these resolutions, these goals, these new habits actually last, then you gotta ease into it. So I wanna talk about the easy little daily habits that you can do that make a huge difference. It is way easier to focus on one habit at a time and kind of build from there. I swear I read somewhere, isn't it like 80% of people have already ditched their New Year's resolutions by the time it's February? This year, we're not gonna do that. Genuinely, what is the real reason behind why you want to start making that a habit? Is it even sustainable for you? Being in the gym 5 times a week might not be the answer. Okay, we're gonna talk about managing skincare on a daily basis. Stop experimenting and overcomplicating your skincare regime. In order to actually see the benefits of having a skincare routine, you have to be consistent with the products that you're using, obviously. Habit I have really learned over the past year is stick to the skincare brands that I know and love, the skincare products that I know work for my skin likes. It's so hard to know what you should be using. That's why I love going down the route of personalized skincare. So I'm going to show you guys my current skincare routine now. This part of the video is very kindly sponsored by Skin & Me. If you don't know, you've never heard of Skin & Me, they're basically a subscription skincare service. You go online, you fill in a really simple consultation form. It'll ask you about your skin goals. It'll also ask you to send in some images of your skin, and then the dermatology team will have a look. They will formulate a daily doser treatment, which is specifically designed for your skin and your skin only. So this daily doser contains powerful active ingredients, and that's why it's part of my nighttime skincare routine. So for my nighttime skincare routine, I will cleanse. I use the Skin & Me Purify and Prep Hydrating Cleanser, and then go in with the daily doser. So how this works, you twist it until it clicks, and then that's how you know that's like the exact amount you need for one use. These bottles contain enough for a whole month. This has been the only thing that managed to stop my active breakouts. After using this for like a couple weeks, I was already seeing differences with my skin texture. My skin has never been this smooth before. When Skin & Me tell me they're releasing a new product, you know, your girl gets excited. For the past month, I have been using, this is their Brighten and Boost Firming Vitamin C Serum. This is what's been missing from my morning skincare routine. So in the morning, I will cleanse my skin, and then I will treat my skin with this vitamin C serum. So this has a 15% vitamin C complex, which is just a key ingredient if you're looking to get your skin looking less dull. It also has firming peptides. Peptides are amazing for boosting collagen. This formulation is so nice as well. It feels lovely on the skin. Also, it helps ease the appearance of fine lines, wrinkles. Depending on your skin goals, they will recommend the best vitamin C serum for you. Now I'm just going in with the Skin & Me moisturizer. Skin & Me have very kindly given me a code to give you guys. If you use my code BeccaWGLOW, it will get you your first daily doser for just £4.99. And with that, a free trial size of the Brighten and Boost serum. This offer is only available until the end of January. And if you're already a Skin & Me member, all you have to do is log in and click add to box to secure your free trial of the serum. So give Skin & Me a go and let me know what you think. Next healthy habit, this definitely falls into like productivity tips, and that is having your workspace set up and designed so that it's actually going to help you with productivity. I think it's one thing having your desk look really pretty and have aesthetic vases and coffee table books on it. Yes, you should keep your workspace clean and clear to help you and your mind feel like decluttered, but I'm talking about actual functionality. Something that has changed my work life is having a standing desk. This is something I got for the first time last year. I'm sure a lot of you get it if you're someone who has a desk job, if you have an office job. It's common knowledge that sitting for those long hours is not good for us. We know as humans, we're not designed to be sitting all day. It goes without saying, a standing desk does amazing things for your health. Even though it's so simple, but standing for an extra 30 minutes once a day is really good for you. But something I've found through having my standing desk for almost a year now, I didn't realize it was actually going to help me with procrastination. When I have my standing desk on the standing mode, I am way less likely to pick up my phone and want to scroll through social media, or like take a little social media break, which I do a lot. It is reflected in my screen time. I hate it. It's something I want to work at. Subconsciously, it's kind of how I take my breaks. When I've had enough, I'll just grab my phone and I'll start scrolling. And it's such a bad way to use your break, to use your downtime. When I have a standing desk, that comfort of like slumping into my seat and just scrolling through TikTok is no longer there because I'm standing. So I just find myself like with that extra thought when I go reach for my phone. Instead, I might go take a break in a more intentional way, like go, I don't know, make a cup of tea, go read a chapter of a book. And that leads on to another tip I have. Genuinely try putting a book that you're currently reading on your desk. I've been doing it a bit and it's so interesting to see the difference. When I feel the need to go on my phone and scroll, I just need quick dopamine, I need a break from what it is that I'm doing, I will reach for the book instead and maybe read half a chapter, and just through doing that, it's actually crazy how much you see your screen time go down. Next habit, and I guess this is somewhat related, staying on the theme of like tech and our workspace, but your phone. Make use of the settings that are on your phone. If you have an iPhone, I'm not sure about Android, but like we have the do not disturb settings. You don't need to download anything, you don't need to download an app, but it's actually crazy how effective just popping your phone on do not disturb is, or the focus mode, whatever it is that kind of stops notifications. If you know that TikTok notifications or Instagram notifications are something that kind of distracts you on the daily, you have the power to go in there and turn it off. Something I started doing last year was putting my phone on do not disturb, not right before I go to sleep, because that's what I used to do. Instead, now I put it on do not disturb at like 9 p.m. whenever I'm sitting down to have my downtime, my evening time. It helps so much with getting your brain to like empty and know that it's time to unwind, to just slow your brain down. I know we've all done it when you go to bed and it feels like your brain's still going at a million miles an hour. It takes you longer to fall asleep. Tiny, simple habit, but it makes all the difference. Next habit. When a day doesn't go as planned, when you're really not productive, you're really tired, you're off your A game, do not beat yourself up about having an off day. Instead, if you can and you can allow yourself to call it a day, to allow for some rest, there's nothing more effective to help you get back on your A game than just embracing that. Instead of falling into the deadly cycle of like still trying to get the work done, but because you're just not in it, you end up procrastinating a ton, and then that time that you're procrastinating isn't even quality downtime. You don't even feel well rested. I say embrace the rot. Practicing self-compassion has been a huge lesson for me. Even the most successful people on this planet that we look up to have off days, and it's how you manage it, how you bounce back from them. I almost think of it like treat yourself how you would treat a friend. If a friend calls you up and they're saying, I am having such a bad day, I'm getting nothing done, I'm pathetic, are you gonna be like, yeah, you are, keep going? No, you're gonna show them empathy and grace. The lesson is like sometimes you should treat yourself the same way. And so instead of dwelling on how bad a day today has been, just plan for tomorrow when you are feeling a lot more switched on. Of course, it wouldn't be one of my videos if I didn't at least mention a morning routine. I don't have to say it, you guys know I'm a big fan of a good morning routine that works for you, and I think there's a lot of power in having a morning routine that's actually going to set you up for success for the day, make you feel good about yourself first thing, and allow time for yourself. Whilst I love to film an extensive morning routine with a bunch of steps that takes really long, and yes, on the day-to-day is unrealistic, my biggest advice when it comes to actually setting an effective morning routine for yourself is give yourself 3 non-negotiables. This has made the world of a difference for me. I've gone from having like maybe a handful of mornings that look beautiful and I really take care of myself and I do all these steps maybe twice a week. And then the rest of the week, I have 0 morning routine. But that just obviously means that routine was not working for me. And instead, setting 3 manageable habits for me to do every single morning transformed how I started my day. There's no point in working against yourself here and literally setting yourself up to fail. If you put gym in your 3 non-negotiables. I don't know about you, but I am not going to be in the gym 7 mornings a week. However, it might look more like movement, even if that's a 10-minute stretch. You do want to still feel a bit challenged, but in a realistic way. To give you an example, another couple of mine are to always take my AG1 in the morning, which is my like nutritional drink packed with vitamins, minerals, etc. That of course is manageable to do every single day, and I should be doing it every single day. And also, I was someone who used to skip breakfast so much, and it would majorly impact how productive I was in the morning, because I would just be thinking about when's the next meal. So another non-negotiable of mine is to have a high protein breakfast every day. Habits that I absolutely can implement only every day, and I know actually make a huge effect. If I do all of these things, I'm gonna feel my best. I'm gonna perform my best. I totally recommend getting some form of a habit tracker. It's actually kind of a fun way to see your progress, and there's nothing more satisfying than seeing like if you've ticked it off every single day of the week. It makes you feel good. I don't know, there's something so nice about keeping up with the promises that you set for yourself. Next habit, get yourself an alarm clock. I know our phones can literally do everything nowadays. They're a camera, they're a calendar organizer, they're your social media, they're a torch, they're your alarm clock. That doesn't necessarily mean you should be using it for all of these features. And let me tell you why I think an alarm clock is not outdated. The mornings where I set an alarm on my phone, I start my day by testing myself already. Am I gonna start my day on my phone or not? We all know I talk about it quite a bit, about trying your best to spend the first like half hour to an hour of your day off your phone if you can. Just to allow yourself to wake up naturally and not be bombarded with news headlines and social media messages. So if you can even remove your phone from your room, this is something I have not done yet. I would love to get to a stage where I can do that. Or just removing it from your bedside table. You will see how much of a difference that makes to your morning. We are so reachable nowadays. Like, we are expected to actually be reachable 24/7, and it shouldn't be that way. It is very unlikely that you are missing anything super important in that half hour. And I know a lot of you will say, because I have been this person, especially in the winter when it's dark, you use your phone as a light to like help you wake up. I completely get it. The light from your phone, it does help you wake up. This is why I actually recommend a sunrise alarm clock instead. Getting that sunrise alarm clock made a huge difference for me and my mornings in 2023. I know when I have my phone and I'm checking my notifications first thing, my stress levels are higher. I will start my day feeling like I'm already behind. Sunrise alarm clocks will like gently wake you up over a period of half an hour, gradually getting lighter, literally like a sunrise. It's a way more natural way to wake up. Okay, so this next habit is honestly a bit of a weird one that I would never have said is a healthy habit until this past year. I've been doing this like most mornings. When you're making your breakfast, when you're getting ready, have music going on in the background. I love having some sort of like smooth jazz going on. For me, it kind of feels like I'm romanticizing my morning. One small thing really does uplift me, and like sometimes I love having a podcast on, you know, something that's stimulating me a bit more. But those peaceful moments in the morning are something you're not really going to get for the rest of the day until you like wind back down. Okay, let's talk about exercise, working out, moving our body. We know the endless reasons you absolutely should be incorporating movement into your daily routine, how important it is for your health. We have so been trained to think of exercise as like this high effort thing, almost like this chore that we have to do because we know it's good for us, but it's usually tied with, oh, I have to get up earlier to work out. I need to find time in my day to work out. And it makes it really easy to excuse it. And a lot of the time, our reasons and goals when it comes to working out are arbitrary. It might be you want to look really good for summer. But the biggest change I've found over this past year, the thing that's helped me actually be a lot more consistent with the gym, working out, going to workout classes, is doing it because I know how good it's gonna make me feel. The feeling of getting stronger, like in the gym, almost makes you feel like a superhero. And just generally feeling healthier is a really good feeling. It is so important to know your why when it comes to working out. Why do you want to start weightlifting at the gym? Why do you want to start Pilates? We know that when you work out, you release endorphins, and that's the feel-good hormone. You're gonna feel good afterwards. But I genuinely think we need to start thinking about exercise like how we thought of it when we were younger. Kids don't work out because they know it's good for them. Kids work out because it's fun. And when I say work out, I mean more like, yeah, they did hockey or ballet. I just don't think it needs to be that different when we're adults. There's so many fitness influencers and all of that's really cool. Like, I'm personally a fan of that content. If you're someone who you know you don't like the gym, you don't like weightlifting, you don't like cardio, that doesn't mean that you don't get to be healthy, that you don't get to exercise. Next habit, don't rely on yourself or expect yourself to be organized. Such a big lesson. Over this past year of being self-employed, this has hit me hard. I used to be the kind of person who would just expect my brain to retain information. And then no wonder it stresses me out when I'm pretty sure I have something on tomorrow, I have a deadline tomorrow, but I can't remember what. That's why using a planner and having a strategic approach to actually planning your days is so important. I find as soon as something comes up, pop it in your calendar. It takes 2 seconds. That helps future you out so much. With your daily to-do lists, have your non-negotiables, have your quick ticks, some sort of a system that really works for you. I love Notion, the capabilities it has. You guys know I have a 2024 planner template. If you want to check it out, it's always linked below. But yeah, big lesson for me has been not starting my days cold turkey and being like, well, I know what I have to get done today, so I just kind of will work away at that, and inevitably it will probably take me all day because in my mind I'm like, that's the one thing I have to do today. But if you like time block your day, you'll find you can get so much more done. Last year I had to really learn that there is just no point in trying to reinvent yourself, trying to change yourself overnight. Those kind of mindsets just make you feel like you're not good enough. It's a healthy realization that that's actually counterproductive. Instead, focusing on progress and not perfection. You should regularly acknowledge your strengths, your wins. Obviously, practicing gratitude really helps with that on a daily basis. My advice when it comes to trying to break a bad habit is, say for example, with me, unhealthy snacking is something I really struggle with. I am a snacker. Sometimes if there's something unhealthy in my cupboards, I know I do not have the discipline or resilience to not eat it. You want to make that habit difficult to access. For me, stop food shopping when I'm hungry, remove having them so accessible and it being so easy, and instead replace it. I want to know what's a habit you really want to stick to in 2024. And yeah, just remember to give yourself grace, especially with January. It's a time to ease into the year. Don't expect to just hit hard with January 1st. Remember to check out Skin and Me. I'll have the link on the screen now and in the description bar. Becca W Glow, to get your first daily doser for just $4.99, which is madness. And also with that purchase, get a free trial size of the Brighten and Boost Serum. I know you guys will love it. Check it out. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.